What's good? You want my opinion? Real talk, any nigga that ain't in my fucking army suck.
Yeah.
Murder you, bitch. You know what's good. Guillotine gang. You know what's good with us, nigga. Hey, yo, shooters on deck, don't get shot. I call a play, narrate the murder like Hitchcock. A bunch of bitch niggas from a bitch block, rapping all belligerent, now I murder you, bitch. My outfit militant, long time coming, crush a pussy design frontin'. Eyes wide open, wouldn't witness the 9 humming. Alpine pumping out a 79 box. Cold chillin', trying to make a living off damn rocks. You can't fuck with the kid. Your whole fucking life wouldn't amount to the dumb shit I did. That's real. You must be stupid. I fuck up your swag like a 2-2-3 to the rear. Yeah, we the best, swallow that. Shit'll never change. I'ma be the one to change it if it ever change. Body armor, cognac, no champagne, blockers on, blowing loud pack, it's a man's thing. Yeah, you know what's good with us, nigga. High life, I see we out here. Yeah, monsters is real, nigga. Nigga, I been around the block. My grind non-stop, fuck that weak shit. 5 words from the wise, watch who you eat with. Do remember if it's ever in the beef shit, bring it to me hot, I'ma eat it like a deep dish. Or get the fuck on with your good talking ass. Whip the muscle out, pussies get the walking fast. Shuffling shoes, views oppose and collide. Peephole sized holes in your ride, that's the worst case. Your own blood in your mouth, that's the worst taste. Goons outside your house, down the work late. Here's the question, it's up to you to answer. What the fuck you doing dealing with them gillies in the first place? Ow, hammers on deck, spark it up. We the talk of the town, nigga, the talk is us. What's good? You want my opinion? Real talk, any nigga that ain't in my fucking army suck.
It's hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show, baby. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. As it was plain to see, I go by the name of Jermaine Dupri. Dope man, fresh in the place to be. And
I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it. I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it. I think they like it. Oh, I think they like it.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. 2005 is the year. What's up with them franchise boys? I wonder what the franchise boys doing right now. Are they still in existence? Like, they still putting out records? Franchise boys, I believe, are from Atlanta. But they had this track right here.
Right thing like Spidey. Yeah, I'm super clean, rock jeans with a white tee.
A little catchy beat. Kind of sophomore. But I'd rather them franchise boys any day than Lil Yachty. Welcome back to the show. Hey, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Throwback Thursday date or year is 2005. In 2005, Ted Koppel retired from Nightline on November 22nd, which was the evening news. If you're a greenhorn, you don't remember when it was just the evening news on NBC, CBS, ABC. Also that year, Dan Rather retired from CBS. So it was Dan Rather, Ted Koppel, and was it Tom Brokaw? Is that the name of the guy? Let me take a look at his picture. Tom Brokaw comes to mind, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Yes, the great Tom Brokaw. I was right. Ding, 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 ding. Tom Brokaw. Yeah. So pretty much before ESPN really started blowing up, and pretty much I didn't watch a lot of evening news, you know. I watched specifically SportsCenter or whatever for the last 25 years. But before SportsCenter blew up and ESPN blew up, the evening news was on. And my old man watched the evening news every single day, and I don't even remember which one he preferred to the other. But the evening news, you had Ted Koppel on, I would guess, ABC. Then you had Dan Rather, who was on CBS, and you had Tom Brokaw, who was on NBC. And that was it. That was it. And then that was before as well, CNN and, 24/7 networks or whatever. And then you got, I guess, introduced to people like who's this, Cooper guy that's on right now, people like that. Tapper, the Tepper guy that's on during the middle of the day on CNN. So it was much different. And so you got your daily news. You found out what was going on in the world, in America, not just in your town, but you found out what was going on. I'm giving a history lesson here to a lot of the greenhorns that have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, at one point, there were 3 channels. We mentioned this a couple of days ago as well. And you found out what was going on in America and in the world. Any international stories or whatever were talked about for 30 minutes on ABC, CBS, or NBC. And you got the news for the longest time ever. I go back to, what's his name? Old school when I was a kid. Walter Cronkite, the great Walter Cronkite. And that's the way it was. So my old man used to watch that. I remember, and I think he was on CBS, so maybe it was CBS that my old man was watching when he was watching Dan Rather. I think it was Dan Rather. So, right, you had Dan Rather on CBS, and you had Tom Brokaw on NBC, and you had Ted Koppel on ABC, I'm assuming. And those were the guys that were in your living room at 6 o'clock every evening. Once again, this is before ESPN. At 6 o'clock every evening, your old man was probably watching the news after a long, hard days of work, and he found out what was going on in the world. That's just the way it was, man. That was back in 2005 when those guys retired. Yeah, those guys retired. Those 2 guys retired back in 2005. And Walter Cronkite had retired many years later. I'm sure he's dead now, the great Walter Cronkite, and that's the way it was. What else happened in 2005? And we're talking about 2005 today. We just pick random years now. There's no method to the madness. We pick random years, and we look back and saw that 2005, LeBron dominated last night. He's been dominating these playoffs. We said that we go back to 2005, which is the first year that he made it to the playoffs, and he ain't looked back since. So in 2005, the top 10 CDs, Feels Like Today by Rascal Flatts. I don't even know who the hell Rascal Flatts is. Number 9, we played the track a little bit earlier, Late Registration by Kanye West. That was a big damn album that year, CD. Number 8, The Documentary by The Game. We've got a Game cut coming up here, too, I think, in the databanks. Number 7, The Game was popping back in 2005. He's been around for a while. Number 7, Love, Angel, Music by Gwen Stefani. Love, Angel, Music, Baby by Gwen Stefani. Number 6, X and Y by Coldplay. Number 5, Monkey Business by Black Eyed Peas. Number 4, Breakaway, Kelly Clarkson. Number 3, American Idol, Green Day. Number 2, The Emancipation of Mimi. Mariah Carey was doing big things back during that time. And number 1, the number 1 CD back in 2005 was The Massacre by 50 Cent. Wow. I think we kind of take for granted, man, how hot 50 was when he first came out. When 50 Cent came out, like, he was hot as fish grease for a minute. And I don't think he's done a lot lately. I haven't heard a lot of 50 Cent tracks on the radio or whatever. And maybe he's focusing more on, producing this TV show, whatever, Power, and movies and whatnot. But when 50 Cent came out, he was pretty damn hot. He had the real club bangers, too. What's the name of the song? Oh, shawty, it's your birthday, we're going to sip Bacardi. That track right there, man. I mean, 50 was pretty hot when he first rolled out. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedugstewartshow.com. A devoted, lifelong San Antonio Spurs fan has filed a lawsuit naming Zaza Pachulia and the Golden State Warriors as defendants. This is very funny to me. Alleging that the center's actions against Kawhi Leonard in Game 1 devastated the quality of the Spurs' chances of being competitive and diminished the value of tickets purchased by plaintiffs subsequent to their purchase. Stop for a second now. Obviously, I have never been to law school, but the way that's worded sounds pretty damn accurate. I think you got a case. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's look back at this again. The way that's framed is pretty accurate. As crazy as this sound, a fan suing a player, but the way that they frame this is pretty accurate. Once again, San Antonio Spurs fan has filed a lawsuit naming Zaza Pachulia. You know what happened with Zaza. He stepped under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi came down, a lot of people say on purpose, and re-injured the ankle that had already been injured. You know, they knew what damn ankle was injured, and so Zaza did that. But this fan is suing him and the Golden State Warriors as defendants, alleging the center's actions against Kawhi Leonard in Game 1, here's a quote, devastated the quality, the Spurs' chances of being competitive. Devastated the quality of the Spurs' chances of being competitive and diminish, which is true. If they don't have Kawhi Leonard, the viewing experience is definitely diminished, and their chances of winning are definitely diminished. Diminish the value of the tickets purchased by plaintiffs subsequent to their purchase. Sounds like a class action lawsuit to me. Right. Sounds like a class action lawsuit to me. As ridiculous as it does sound, it sounds like a class action lawsuit to me. Here's the quote again. All we're asking from the court is that this type of behavior that can and does cause serious harm to our team and those that love it not be allowed in San Antonio. Alfonso Kenner Jr., lead attorney for the plaintiffs, told the San Antonio Express News. You talk about a quick way to ruin your career is take on a lawsuit trying to sue an NBA team because one of his players did some dirty shit. But I don't know. Maybe this is some type of way to get his name out there. Maybe this is a LeVar Ball type move, where any publicity is good publicity is for this Alfonso Kennard Jr. You know, they're talking about him. I'm talking about him. Alfonso Kennard Jr., the lead attorney. Imagine when he gets that call, the decision that he had to make. On one hand, I could be committing career suicide. On the other hand, though, I'll get a lot of free publicity, like LeVar Ball. Yeah, I'll do it. The lawsuit, which was filed in Bexar County District Court in Texas, and names Juan Vasquez and the local memorabilia store as co-plaintiffs, state Pachulia acted without excuse or justification, intentionally and maliciously invaded the landing zone of an opposing athlete, Kawhi Leonard. All of this is true. The plaintiffs' demand in the lawsuit also include damages no greater than $73,000, a temporary restraining order issued that requires the defendants restrain the conduct described, and other reliefs the plaintiffs are ruled to be justly entitled to. According to local reports, District Judge Norman Gonzalez on Wednesday rejected a request for a 14-day restraining order. Great story, though. I love it. Love the fandom. I love it. I love it. We should do some shit like that. We should file a damn complaint against the New England Patriots for beating the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl, which they probably were cheating. We just can't prove it yet. But we do have documented history that they are cheating bastards. Y'all remind me next time something like that happens, man, that we need to file a lawsuit.